Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste, and a very warm welcome to all of you to the Blood World Web Talks 87th episode. In the last 86 episodes, nearly 1,000 plus school leaders have participated on this platform, shared their ideas, opinions, observations, and innovations in the field of K-12 education and how is it evolving, changing, growing, what all is happening in the K-12 space. To put it very simply to you, let's see what's happening in schools. So before we move ahead, a small introduction about Blood World. So Blood World is basically a magazine meant for teens. And the focus of the magazine is very simple: teens inspiring teens. Every month, we try to find teenagers who are doing inspiring work in their life and share their stories with nearly 5,500 schools across the world for their teen students to again spread a lot of awareness, to spread a lot of inspiration and let teens change the world. Because सबसे अच्छे, सबसे आसान और सबसे जल्दी चेंज को इंड्यूस करने वाले टीनेजर्स ही होते हैं. एंड जब से वी ऑल हैव बीन एक्सपीरियंसिंग दिस लॉकडाउन, एक बहुत नई तरीके की चीज हम सब देख रहे हैं. अगर आप देखेंगे इतिहास में ऐसा बहुत कम बार होता है कि आपके आसपास का समाज, द कम्युनिटी अराउंड यू, द पीपल अराउंड यू आर रेडी टू लिसन. और ऐसा केवल तब होता है व्हेन वी एज अ कम्युनिटी फेस एन एग्जिस्टेंशियल क्राइसिस. और जब भी अब ऐसा होता है हम सुनने लगते हैं, हम समझने लगते हैं. So this is the time to share a lot of ideas, because all the educationists just got one new responsibility in their kitty. अभी तक आपने केवल पढ़ाना था, अब आपकी नई जिम्मेदारी ये है कि अब आपने वो नॉलेज सेट बनाना है जो दुनिया को चाहिएगा आने वाले समय में. बिकॉज आप लोग जो ऑब्जर्व कर सकते हैं अपनी इकोसिस्टम्स में, वो कोई और नहीं कर सकता. और यही ऑब्जर्वेशन आगे आने वाले समय के इनोवेशन का बेस बनेंगे. So before we start, a lot of principals have communicated amazing ideas, and just blatantly sharing one idea that came from one principal in a small village called Padua in West Bengal. उनके गांव में इंटरनेट नहीं है, स्टूडेंट्स फोन पे क्लासेस एक्सेस नहीं कर सकते थे. So they gave a very innovative assignment to their students. They told them that create a custom dictionary at home. रोजाना 5 नए वर्ड्स उसमें ऐड कीजिए, जब स्कूल खुल जाए तो वो डिक्शनरी स्कूल लाइएगा. So you'll have a good vocabulary working for you. एक स्कूल है उड़ीसा में सुंदरभंज में, जिनके पास भी इंटरनेट नहीं था, और उन्होंने जो असाइनमेंट दिया वो और भी इनोवेटिव था. उन्होंने बच्चों से कहा कि अपने घर पे एक विजडम डायरी बनाइए, रोजाना लिखिए आपने क्या अच्छा और क्या बुरा किया, और जब स्कूल आएंगे तो वो डायरी साथ लाइएगा, तो आपकी वैल्यू एजुकेशन का एग्जामिनेशन हो जाएगा, आपकी वैल्यू एजुकेशन का स्टेटस क्या है वो पता पड़ जाएगा. प्रिंसिपल्स ने, स्कूल लीडर्स ने एक चीज जो बहुत सक्सेसफुली पूरे लॉकडाउन में करी और अभी भी कर रहे हैं जब स्कूल बंद हैं, कि आप सब ने इस पूरे देश के सारे घरों को एंजाइटी फ्री रखा, सारे पेरेंट को आराम में रखा. क्योंकि अगर इन बच्चों को एंगेज करने के लिए आप लोग कंटेंट नहीं देते तो पता नहीं घरों में क्या हो रहा होता, और पेरेंट्स अलग तरीके के चैलेंजेस झेल रहे होते. So thank you to all the principals, and now it's time to now listen to you, because this is a round table और हम चाहते हैं कि आपकी आइडियाज, आपके थॉट्स प्रायोरिटी पे आगे आए, और आपके जो सबसे अच्छे आइडियाज होंगे उसे हम वापस publish करेंगे in the white paper, and they will again reach to nearly 5,500 K-12 institutions across the world. So to start with, I invite the first special speaker for today, Mr. Shantanu Gupta, who is the founder of the Ramayana School. He's an author. He's also a TV panelist. He's a TEDx speaker and is based out of New Delhi. A very warm welcome to Shantanu ji, and over to you for the next 4 minutes. A very warm welcome and namaste.
Namaskar, Dakshi. I think it's wonderful to see how you're evolving your platform, and I think this is the time. COVID, even I'm saying a lot of people are listening, as you said, right? The people who are not listening are also listening, right? So on a platform with a lot of teachers, my experience with parenting is a little different. I'm a homeschooling father. I don't send my kids to school, so I have a 7-year-old son and a 1.5-year daughter. 1.5-year-old is anyway too young to go to school, but the 7-year has never seen the face of a school, right? So I'm parenting him myself. I have when you told I'm a TEDx speaker, I have 2 TEDx talks. One of the TEDx talk is no school for my son, and why is so, right? And I there's a long talk, but everyone can go and watch it. I think my idea is nothing against the school. I went to Kendriya Vidyalaya and then a UP board school in UP. I come from UP, Uttarakhand. Now it was UP when I was in Uttarakhand. My idea of parenting or schooling or teaching or learning is one, that how can I not only give facts, how can I make him explore facts? How can I make him a learner, right? That I was finding is missing largely in schools, right? I'm sure I don't want to paint all the schools with the same brush, because I have worked in education policy space for long years. entered into a best of the schools with amazing fees, and entered into a small low-fee private school in Selampur also, right? So I've seen the spectrum, boarding schools to all. What I'm not able to discover in very many places is that, are you making a kid a learner, or are you just making him mug up, or not even mug up, know some facts, explore some facts, right? So that's my way of how can we make the teens or whoever as the learner. That's point number one. Second is, when you told me that I am the founder of Ramayana School, 2 years back, my son asked me a very interesting question. He asked me that how Parashuram and Rama can come together. If they are both Dashavataram, if they are both the avatar of Vishnu, his idea was Vishnuji will go, come back, Vishnuji will go, come back, right? And I, as a practicing Hindu, did not know the answer. Then I started exploring Ramayana as a text. Then I realized it's a profound text. It's a very scientifically written text. And I started offering classes on leadership principles on Ramayana. And today, there are thousands of parents who have paid me money to attend my 6-day or 5-day or 6-day workshop. Because my idea is, coding will get you a job, maths will get you a job, English will get you a job, but these subjects will not give you resilience. In the tough time of COVID, maths will not help you. Coding will not help you. And the life is beyond coding. So in fact, one of the posters that my team has put is that learn character before coding, right? Or learn morals before maths, or learn EQ, emotional quotient, before the intelligence quotient. Because in the race of earning a good job or having a good life, the chase, and we are seeing so many tech companies from Baiju to White Hat, they're coming, right? QMaths, nothing against them. They're doing a beautiful job to explain concepts easily, right? But is that the end of the road? Or we want to make the kids as explorer? That's one. And also we want to keep kid, if I say the cliche term, a good human being, but like a resilient human being, someone who can resolve their own conflicts, someone who can work in teams, right? A maths will not teach you, a coding will not teach you, right? So that's my idea of teaching and learning. And I'm sure a lot of these ideas can be translated into schools also. It's not that because whatever schools are available to me in my economic capacity, in my distance, maybe they were not catering to whatever need I want in my kid. So I think this is my idea, and I engage with teens a lot through Ramayana School and through other platforms, and hopefully we will share more ideas during the session. Thank you. I was checking the stopwatch for 4 minutes of over.
Thank you so much, Shantanu ji. To summarize what all you said, and बड़ा ही interesting सा start मिल गया आज के session के लिए. When we were actually talking of skills for the future, let's think कि वो skills का implementation करने के लिए mental state कैसे बनाएंगे, या emotional quotient कैसे खड़ा करेंगे. To summarize what all you said, that you are a homeschooling father, जो दोनों बच्चों को भी स्कूल नहीं भेज रहे हैं, but you are still not against the school, क्योंकि हम इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे बहुत सारे ऑल्टरनेट एजुकेशन एक्सपर्ट्स अभी तक देख चुके हैं, तो बहुत जबरदस्त लड़ाइयां कर चुके हैं स्कूल्स के साथ. लेकिन हमें आपने बड़ा एक अच्छा सा मॉडरेट सा एक ओपिनियन रखा, जो कि अभी शायद जरूरत है, बिकॉज जो टिपिकल कन्वेंशनल स्कूल है वो भी नई पेडागोजी अब ढूंढ रहा है, और वो नई पेडागोजी के जो सोल्यूशन है वो शायद एसडीएल में ही है, सेल्फ डिजाइन लर्निंग में. एंड बिकॉज वी नाउ नीड एक्टिव लर्नर्स, क्योंकि सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज एक ऑनलाइन क्लास का यही है कि इस क्लास में पता नहीं पड़ता कौन बैक बेंचर है. सो इफ यू डू नॉट हैव एक्टिव लर्नर्स, तो टीचिंग तो गारंटी हो जाती है, लेकिन लर्निंग हो रही है कि नहीं उसके ऊपर क्वेश्चन मार्क आ जाता है. So again, what you said, that how to not only give them facts but encourage exploration. Active learner बनाने का यही चीज है कि आप उसे एक lifelong learner बनाएं, और वो चीजों की अपनी curiosity मारे ना, वो अपनी curiosity को जिंदा रखे और कोशिश करता रहे कुछ नया नया जानने का. And you've experienced the whole spectrum of schools, from a boarding school to a small village school. And most important question that you put out, that are we creating learners, or where your journey of the Ramayana school started, that how Parshuram and Ram come together in one time span. कि वो जवाब क्या है कि दोनों अगर विष्णु के अवतार है तो एक साथ कैसे हैं और एक समय पे कैसे हैं. And leadership coming out of Ramayana, and skills will get you jobs but not resilience, and character before coding, और सबसे important self conflict resolution. Conflict resolution और crisis management अब दो ऐसी चीजें हो गई हैं जो शायद हमारी रेगुलर डेली लाइफ लर्निंग में पार्ट बन जानी चाहिए, क्योंकि हम बहुत सारे कॉन्फ्लिक्ट कंटिन्यूअसली देखे जा रहे हैं अपने लाइफ स्पैन के अंदर. So thank you so much. Now let's get a perspective from somebody who's working on the other end of the spectrum, जो शायद resilience की जगह skills पे बहुत ज्यादा फोकस कर रहे हैं, जो टेक्नोलॉजी पे फोकस कर रहे हैं, जो कोशिश ये कर रहे हैं कि अब टेक्नोलॉजी शायद टीचर को रिप्लेस कर दे, या रिप्लेस ना भी करे तो एटलीस्ट ऑगमेंट कर दे, because the reality has already been augmented. Let's see, does teaching get augmented? over to Mr. Harshit Singh Rajput, who's the co-founder and CEO of Edupto from Noida, Uttar Pradesh. Harshit ji, over to you. A very warm welcome.
Thank you, Daksh. Thank you. First of all congratulations to you, Daksh, and your team. That you guys are doing a very good job. Yeah, like in these unprecedented times, you guys are doing these kind of works. जो इंस्पायर करता है बहुत सारे एडुकेटर्स को, बहुत सारी स्कूल्स को, कि ताकि उनको भी बहुत सारे इंफॉर्मेशन नई नई चीजें जो हो रही हैं मार्केट में, ये सब सारे के बारे में पता चल सके. एंड दीज आर द ये पॉइंट्स जल्दी मिलते नहीं है लोगों को. इफ यू टॉक अबाउट नॉर्मल लाइफ में ये जल्दी लोगों को मिलते नहीं है. जैसे चल रहा है बस चल रहा है द स्कूल्स. और अगर मैं एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट्स के बारे में बात करूँ तो कमिंग टू माय, मैं अपने बारे में बताना चाहूँ. It's my startup of my name is my startup name is edupto.com, and it's basically we work into that K-12 segment. And the whole idea of the Edupto is to make the educational marketplace for the students, for their schools. We are bringing technology into our segment, but yes, we are not into that here. Let's replacement teachers, because no one can replace teachers, right? As Shantanu sir has said, अभी तक उन्होंने अपने बच्चों को नहीं भेजा है स्कूल, which is quite fab यार, कि वो अभी से घर में अपना जस्ट उनको कर रहे हैं. What best I like about him that he said about that कि coding, entrepreneurship, English तो वो तो होते रहेगा, but the ethical values, the cultures जो वो अपना द रामायण स्कूल में मैंने उनका भी देखा था. रामायण स्कूल से वो ब्रिलियंट यार. दिस इज क्वाइट ब्रिलियंट. हम लोग तो बहुत आगे बढ़ रहे हैं यार, इंग्लिश ये सब वगैरह वगैरह, बट अपने ही हम लोग अपने वैल्यूज को, कल्चर्स को हम लोग अपने भूलते जा रहे हैं. सो ये एक तो नई चीजें तो नहीं है यार. वर्क technology into the segment, right? If you talk about in present scenario जहाँ schools बहुत face करे, and you talked about कि एक school West Bengal का जो आपने बताया था, I guess host has stopped over my video or what? I guess someone has stopped my video, the host. Okay, now it's good. So coming to my plan, coming to my ideas as well. The plan is to make the transformation of educational institutes, ताकि अब नीचे के भी स्कूल्स वगैरह हो, चाहे कहीं के भी स्कूल्स वगैरह हो, अब टेक्नोलॉजी का यूज कर सकें. अब पढ़ाई रुक चुकी है बच्चों की, पढ़ाई एग्जाम्स वगैरह भी रुक चुके हैं बच्चों के. स्कूल्स के पास भी ज्यादा ऑप्शंस नहीं है. व्हाट्सएप के थ्रू में, जूम कॉल के थ्रू में दे आर ट्राइंग, वो एग्जाम्स वगैरह भी हो पा रहा है उनका, ऐसे हो रहा है. सो व्हाट वी ब्रेन की यार, चलो एक ऐसा हम लोग टेबल बनाते, एक ऐसा हम लोग प्लेटफॉर्म बनाते हैं जहां पर यार स्कूल को हर कुछ मिल जाए, फीस पेमेंट से लेकर भी एडमिशन, ऑटोमेशन वगैरह सारा चीज, एग्जाम्स वगैरह, एवरीथिंग ऑल इन वन मैनेजमेंट सॉफ्टवेयर में वो सारा चीज वो स्कूल को मिल सके. एंड व्हाट वी टेक इन दैट, यार लेट्स टेक प्राइस एज अ बेस्ट. यार प्राइस ऐसा रखा जाए कि एक से छोटा स्कूल भी आराम से अफोर्ड कर सके. लाइक सर ने, शांतनु सर ने अभी बात करा था बाइजू के बारे में, राइट? बाइजू, दे आर द मेनी एडटेक जायंट्स, एंड they have also कि यार उनका अभी प्राइसिंग वगैरह ऐसा है जो नीचे के लोगों को थोड़ा फेस करने में बहुत प्रॉब्लम होता है. एंड दैट वी टुक इनटू द कंसीडरेशन दैट यार ऐसा करा जाए ताकि एजुकेशन शुड बी मस्ट बी फॉर ऑल. यार देयर वुड बी अ राइट टू एजुकेशन, सबका है भाई, एजुकेशन मस्ट बी फॉर ऑल. तो ऐसा किया जाए ताकि एजुकेशन सबको मिल पाए. सो फॉर दैट हम लोगों ने एक अपना विजन बनाकर रखा कि यार एजुकेशन फॉर ऑल का एक हम लोगों थीम बनाकर, एंड हम लोगों ने स्कूल से स्टार्ट करके, और इट्स बीन अराउंड, हमारे ये सिर्फ प्रोडक्ट हमारा जो टेक्नोलॉजी का जो मैं बात कर.
थैंक यू सो मच हर्षित जी. द टाइम वाज ओवर, बट हम कोशिश करेंगे हम वापस आपके पास आए. So to summarize what all you said, that making an education marketplace for schools, forgetting the culture and learning skills, ये बहुत हकीकत थी अभी तक, बट ये लॉकडाउन के अंदर इसका ऑपोजिट हुआ. बहुत सारी वैल्यू एजुकेशन घरों पे हुई, बिकॉज वैल्यू एजुकेशन के लिए सबसे अच्छा टीचर पेरेंट होता है, और वो पूरे लॉकडाउन के अंदर बच्चों ने उसको बहुत अच्छे से ग्रास्प भी किया है. एंड टेक टू बी यूज्ड एवरीवेयर. टेक्नोलॉजी, अभी तक हम लोग एक बहुत बड़ा इकोनॉमिक गैप देखते थे पूरे देश के अंदर या पूरी दुनिया के अंदर, जो इकोनॉमिक डिस्पैरिटी थी वो अब टेक्नोलॉजिकल डिस्पैरिटी में आ गई है. और अगर आप एक्चुअली थोड़ा सा इसमें डेल डाउन करेंगे तो आप खुद ये समझेंगे कि इंडिया एक ऐसा देश है जिसके अंदर एटलीस्ट इफ आई टॉक ऑफ रूरल इंडिया, तो वहां पर करीबन करीबन 55% विलेजेस ऐसी हैं जहां पे नेटवर्क एक्सेस नहीं है. आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग ऑफ इंटरनेट पर्कुलेशन, जहां नेटवर्क एक्सेस नहीं है. एंड सेकेंडली, करीबन करीबन 55,000 गांव ऐसे हैं जहां पे किसी भी तरीके का इंटरनेट या इलेक्ट्रॉनिक नेटवर्क एग्जिस्ट नहीं करता है. एंड इससे नेक्स्ट हमें कभी चीज समझनी होगी कि इंडिया या द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया वाज ट्राइंग टू बिल्ड एन मॉडर्न एजुकेशन सिस्टम इन विलेजेस, क्योंकि हमारे गांव में जो एजुकेशन सिस्टम का एपिसेंटर है वो मिड डे मील है, जो वर्चुअली डिलीवर नहीं हो सकता.
राइट.
सबसे बड़ा इंसेंटिव था जिससे कि इतने बच्चों को अट्रैक्ट किया जाता था. तो अब हम एक नई तरीके की दुनिया में जा रहे हैं जहां पे हमारे डोनेशन केवल पैसे में काम नहीं करेंगे. अब हमें शायद डिवाइसेस डोनेट करनी होगी, अब हमें इंटरनेट डोनेट करना होगा, हमें बहुत अलग तरीके का इनेबलमेंट चाहिएगा पूरे देश भर में, बिकॉज इंडिया नाउ नीड्स अ लॉट ऑफ हेल्प, नॉट फ्रॉम आउटसाइड बट फ्रॉम ईच अदर. थोड़ा और ज्यादा कंपैशनेट होना होगा दैट एजुकेशन एक्चुअली रीचेस एवरीबॉडी. सोर्स उसका एक चैलेंज नहीं रहे. पहले बिल्डिंग एक चैलेंज होता था, तो बिल्डिंग को सरकार ने फिर भी काफी जगह बना दी. टीचर एक चैलेंज था, वो भी सॉर्ट हो गया. बट अब एक नया चैलेंज है कि टेक्नोलॉजी भी जरूरी हो गई इन एजुकेशन. So thank you so much, Harshit ji. Now it's time to listen to the real warriors who are fighting this fight every single day. वो practitioners जो अपने स्कूल के अंदर रोजाना वर्चुअल क्लासेस लेने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, बच्चों के टेंट्रम्स झेल रहे हैं, पेरेंट्स की कंप्लेंट्स झेल रहे हैं, क्योंकि अभी इस समय पर एक स्कूल ने एक ऐसा फिनोमिना झेला है जो कि वो कभी इमेजिन नहीं कर सकता था. स्कूल एज अ सेटअप हैज बिकम एब्सोल्युटली ट्रांसपेरेंट. क्योंकि आपकी क्लास अगर अभी तक 30 बच्चों की थी तो वो करीबन करीबन 70-80 लोगों की है. डबल ट्रिपल हो गई है, क्योंकि अब उसमें पेरेंट भी है, उसके अंदर ग्रैंड पेरेंट भी है, उसमें बच्चे का कजन भी है, उसमें बहुत सारे लोग हैं. और इसीलिए आपका हर स्टेटमेंट इस समय पे स्क्रूटनाइजेबल हो गया. और स्कूलों के अंदर एक विभाग नहीं होता जो कि नॉर्मली कॉर्पोरेट्स में होता है, विच इज CRM, कस्टमर रिलेशनशिप मैनेजमेंट. वो स्कूल में नहीं है, लेकिन अब शायद उसकी जरूरत हो गई है इन स्कूल्स एज वेल. So let's now listen to the practitioners. What do they think that what will be the skills of the future? A very warm welcome to the first speaker for today, Mr. Muhammad Ali, who is the headmaster of Azan International School, Hyderabad, Telangana. Muhammad Ali, over to you for the next 3 minutes. Please unmute your audio and a very warm welcome.
Thank you very much, Daksh. A warm welcome to the dignitaries present over here. Actually, I was thinking, once I got this invitation, I was thinking, what do I have to say exactly? And on what platform do I have to speak? Then once I joined this, and once I've started listening to Mr. Gupta and one of our friend over here, Mr. Harshit, then I thought that actually the thing that is missing is the life skills. And if I talk about myself, then once I have started my career, once I started my degree, and I think that this is the main thing that is missing in today's generation, that most of the people, even if they have got a lot of degrees, many of them are MEd, BEd, PhD, but still at the same point of time, they don't have the proper communication skills. They have a lot of knowledge among themselves, but they don't know exactly how to express themselves. What all they have on their minds, they cannot able to express it. So I believe that the recent national education policy, which have been launched by a prime minister, there is a very good point that has been mentioned in that from grade 6th onwards, we will have vocational courses. And that is what the main thing, what I liked about this policy. There might be many other things, but what I like is about the vocational courses, that each and every individual should start exploring himself or herself. I can give an example of my own child. He is in grade 1. So first of all, I thought that how should I spend his vacation time? I can call it as a vacation time during this pandemic, because out of the whole 24 hours is just on the virtual world for only 1.5 to 2 hours on the max. So I asked him, okay, my dear son, what you want to do in your life? So he started exploring about himself. Then I gave him a task that he started learning how to type. And he is still in the process of it. So I can say that most of the teachers, even I can refer to teachers or many of the young professionals, In today's life, they're first of all missing with the communication part. And the second is they don't have the little knowledge of, with regards to the system. I can see because I stay a place over here when in which the outskirts of my place, there are many schools, but the teachers doesn't even know how to technically impart the knowledge. And in fact, in our school, when we had started the classes 5 months back, because our school is a CBSE school, so we had even faced the challenges with a couple of teachers who were not completely related to the virtual world. So we have been imparting them the virtual knowledge on how to take the classes. At the same time, there was a big challenge on how to conduct the examination online. So we have developed such softwares, and then we have implemented all these things. My basic and the main point of my talk today over here is that every young individual should start getting the knowledge, the vocational knowledge, so that even if a person is a tailor, he is a degree holder, no doubt. But during this pandemic,
Thank you so much, Mohammed. So the time was over. To summarize what you said, you typically spoke a lot on life skills और वो कितनी ज़्यादा important है और वो काफी समय से हमारे सिस्टम में मिस कर रही थी. And आपने NEP से एक बहुत major agreement बताया that where they started vocational courses from class 6 onwards. NEP में काफी अच्छी चीजें हैं, जिसमें सबसे अच्छी जो अभी तक हमें समझ में आई कि प्राइमरी एजुकेशन में अपनी मदर टंग के अंदर पढ़ाई हो सके. बिकॉज एज इंडियंस हमारा जो इंग्लिश की तरफ इतना क्या कह सकते हैं एस्पिरेशन या ऑब्सेशन है, वो ऑब्सेशन एक बहुत मेजर चैलेंज खड़ा करता है प्राइमरी एजुकेशन में. और वो ये होता है कि आप कॉन्सेप्ट से पहले ट्रांसलेशन सीखते हैं, बिकॉज यू थिंक इन योर मदर टंग बट यू लर्न इन इंग्लिश. तो आप सबसे पहले उस इंग्लिश को अपनी भाषा में ट्रांसलेट करते हैं और फिर आप उस कॉन्सेप्ट को समझते हैं. तो वो एक लेयर ट्रांसलेशन की जो है वो कम से कम अब हट जाएगी प्री प्राइमरी और प्राइमरी एजुकेशन में. एंड मल्टीपल एंट्री एंड मल्टीपल एग्जिट मेकिंग एजुकेशन मोर फ्लेक्सिबल इज समथिंग वेरी वेलकम. एंड जो आपने कहा वोकेशनल कोर्सेज, मेकिंग किड्स लर्न थिंग्स जो असल में उनकी जिंदगी में काम आ जाए. एंड हम लोगों का टॉपिक जो है इसी वजह से यही है कि स्किल्स फॉर द फ्यूचर, क्योंकि हमें समझना बहुत जरूरी है कि अब ऐसी बहुत सारी स्किल्स हैं जो आने वाले समय में किसी काम की नहीं होगी. हमारे पास जस्ट नाउ वी गॉट अ न्यू बैलेंस टू जज अ स्किल that if technology can do it, don't teach it. If technology cannot do it, only then teach it. क्योंकि बहुत सारी skills redundant हो गई हैं, वो अब काम की नहीं है. And communication being one very important one, critical thinking being one, and most important, this ecosystem में technology implementation हो रहा है schools में, उस ecosystem में technology समझने वाले missing हैं. तो ये बहुत बड़ा challenge है जो हम face कर रहे हैं और across India नहीं, across the world कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि टेक्नोलॉजी इतनी आसानी से और इतने अच्छे से इनेबल्ड नहीं है स्कूल एजुकेशन में अक्रॉस मेनी कंट्रीज. So thank you so much, Mohammed ji. It was amazing listening to you. Let me now invite the next speaker for today, Miss Vasudha Arora, Principal Bison Army School, Hyderabad, Telangana. Vasudha ma'am, over to you for the next 3 minutes. Please unmute your audio and a very warm welcome.
Thank you so much, Daksh sir, and good evening to one and all present here. Thank you for giving this opportunity to me. Actually, it's an it's a platform where actually we get to know and we share a lot of ideas. The skill which I actually feel is very important for our future, as two major ones have been discussed. One is vocational and the other one is homeschooling, and that. So it's actually related to that what I want to say. I believe that innovation and creativity is one thing which should be implemented in as the major skill in the kids. Being the principal of a school, and in fact, I have got a national award this year for giving an innovative idea from the government of India. And I would like to share that idea here because, see, we keep talking a lot. We keep telling children, we keep advising them, you have to wash your hands and you have to do this, you have to do that. So the idea which I gave, I'm just talking about the creativity part, right? The idea was that how to teach them to be creative in their doings. So when I taught them, they keep asking you, why do you need to wash hands? Where are the germs? So I actually showed them with the help of glitters on my hands that, see, if I put my hand on the bottle or I put the hand on a doorknob, you can see the glitters. So this is how they could now relate to. that glitters are the germs here. So my point is that if you want to actually have creative minds, and if you really want them to be thinking out of the box, which we have been told since the very beginning, that thinking out of the box really helps in creating and innovating new things later in life. And it goes on through your entire career also. So when you reach that stage and you are free to use your creativity, I believe you make more, you get more new innovations done. And those innovations are actually effective and can be implemented in a much better way. So creativity and innovation with soft skills, as Mr. Gupta said, and about the soft skills that and the communication skills which Mr. Ali mentioned. I feel along with this, if you have creativity and innovation ideas you have, those are really beneficial for the future. So because I feel your skills can really be your asset or can be a liability, right? So if you really want them to be an asset, and then your creativity and the freedom and your originality or the fluency of ideas, if it is provided to you in these schools, so you become better people later on, and you are free to use them. Whereas if you are just mugging up the things from the books and what has been done earlier, you keep, I mean, the rote memorization is there. That doesn't help you in the long run. So if the freedom of being original is given to you, that's beneficial in the in your jobs and in dealing with others also, because then you're ready to accept others' ideas also. That acceptance comes if you yourself are free to use your ideas. That's what. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vasudha ma'am. To again summarize what you said, that innovation and creativity को पढ़ाना चालू कर देना चाहिए. And yes, इसकी बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है, because creativity has to be understood first in all of its aspects. Creativity not just in the sense of colors and paintings and expression, creativity in the sense of decision making, creativity in the sense of critical thinking, creativity in the sense of observation. Because बहुत सारे aspects और बहुत सारी skills आपको बच्चों को देनी होगी if you actually want them to be creative. Because creativity की एक बहुत important बात जिससे आपने अपनी पूरी बात को conclude किया, that the freedom of being original, and इससे भी more important, freedom of doing mistakes. गलतियां करने की छूट देनी होगी, क्योंकि जितनी गलतियां करेंगे उतना ज्यादा सीखेंगे, और वो गलतियां ही एक्चुअल क्रिएटिविटी होती हैं. And a very big congratulations to you for winning a national award for the germ explanation idea through your glitters. And एक चीज जो हम काफी समय से सुनते आ रहे हैं, thinking out of the box, उसमें अब स्कूल्स ने एक बहुत क्रिटिकल रोल प्ले करना है कि आपका जो बॉक्स है वो टिपिकली क्लासरूम है, तो उस क्लासरूम से बाहर बच्चे को कैसे सोचने देंगे वो आपने सोचना है, बिकॉज उसके नए सोल्यूशन सब चाहिए होंगे. थैंक यू सो मच वसुधा मैम. We now invite the next speaker for today, Ms. Saida Jadid Fatima, Headmistress, HK School, Bengaluru, Karnataka. Saida, over to you for the next 3 minutes. A very warm welcome.
Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. When I got the message regarding the meeting and regarding the education, I just wanted to talk to everyone, like discuss everything regarding to everyone. Okay, so I was so eager. I got the WhatsApp message like regarding registration of this meeting. So I was like back to back on spot. As soon as I got the notification, I would be like first one to like reply them. So I was so eager to know regarding this thing. No, I just wanted to share my experience regarding what I had felt regarding this COVID cases regarding our school. So coming to the point, like most of the schools were affected regarding this COVID cases, right? So coming to our school, coming to my experience, like in 100%, like probably we were like 80%, like we were 80% like highly not affected regarding the COVID. Maybe in case 20% we were affected for this. And regarding the 80%, I can proudly and happily share my experience to it. So what happened as we started, like I'm still learning. Okay. So being a youngster and being a headmistress, it's not easy, right? So like when first I joined as a teacher, just normal as my part-time job. So like it was like a open kidsy school. It was not like high school, or it was not like highly known school pack. So like as an engineer, okay. So as we had a group of engineers where we started a kidsy school. It's not only for the high classes or high people who admitted the students in the school. Okay, it was like from we engineers what we invented, Dignity Educational Trust. So in this trust, we took like 300 students as a free education, with free admission of with free books, with free all the instruments for the school. And we also like created ICT syllabus directly from the Delhi Public Board to all the students. So approximately there were like 300 students who got free education from our school. So in this education, like how we treat it, like comparing to our Indian school and comparing to the other outer schools, other outer schools, they have like after this COVID cases, they were like there was not so much like affected regarding education, because already they were going to the online classes. They have habit of going to all the online classes. They had all the courses related to that. But we Indian students were like this, were very new to this. Like it was almost like new fraction, like it's like as a child like born, and there was like very flashlight like front of the eyes. It was like that. So what we did is like after seeing this, like it is like from past 2 years, what we did, we took the Japanese, like as like Vasudha ma'am, you told regarding the curricular activities and regarding the cleanliness. So we took everything from the Japan, because we like there are some things we can also learn from other countries in educational department, right? So what we did.
Thank you so much, Saidaji. Time is over. Thank you so much for sharing your experiences in opening a new school and actually teaching 300 kids without any fees. Here, I would like to share an example and a quote from one of the principals who attended this platform some time back. He's Mr. Sanjay, who is the principal of Kalinga Institute in Odisha. It is an institution that teaches nearly 50,000 children on one single campus without charging them any fees. And उन्होंने एक बहुत important statement इस platform पे कहा था, जिसको मैं काफी बार repeat कर चुका हूँ. A school is a place where the society finds its definition. और हम पूरे समाज को उसी जगह पर एक साथ आना सिखाते हैं. And right now we are supposed to teach them a paradox, which is social distancing. तो हम इन दोनों को साथ में कैसे करेंगे, ये एक बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज होने वाला है स्कूल्स के लिए. बट एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है कि जैसे कोविड के डिजीज हॉटस्पॉट्स होते थे, वैसे स्कूल आने वाले समय में इम्यूनिटी हॉटस्पॉट्स बन सकते हैं. बिकॉज आपके पास समाज के सबसे इफेक्टिव ब्रांड एम्बेसडर्स हैं, और वो हैं बच्चे, बिकॉज उनकी बातें सब सुन रहे होते हैं. So you can be a big change maker in the coming times. Thank you so much, Saida ji. Let me invite the next speaker for today, Ms. Abha Singh, Principal, Gulmohar Public School, Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. Abha ma'am, over to you for the next 3 minutes. Please unmute your audio and a very warm welcome.
Can you hear me? Yeah? Okay. Sharing ideas on the skills of the future. Here, I would like to enhance something about the words, whatever Mr. Gupta spoke on emotional quotient and home parenting. It is the talk of the time today. This is what we need to work upon. Because nowadays, students, as we see, are so much deprived, they have always been working on, their intelligent part. Nobody works. The parents are also so busy. They don't work on their emotional part. Azan sir also talked about vocational parts. That was wonderful, which is really need of the hour today. Vasudha ma'am thinking out of the box, and also Shaida ma'am talking about her Japanese way of working during these pandemic times. I think all these are very thought-provoking ideas, and we can stretch a little bit more into it. Here, as per my experiences and achievements so far in this journey of 25 years, as an educationist, is that the only skill that we is talent. See, what I have seen, born and brought up in Kanpur here, the teaching which we were doing was all a self-paced learning at all times. Recently, I on my own, being a principal of a school, but still, On my own, I just wanted to work and learn about. I just joined this Oxford Press people and connected to them and wanted to just do a workshop on gender bias. While it's just not that I have to go into a class and probably take up teaching just like the regular teachers, but it is only because how it will enhance me to learn the current trend. That is your personal talent, whatever talent which you are genetically possessing, inheriting, or later acquiring, is something which we have to craft. If we can get, a very good guide for it, very good guide. Our parents are the best counselors for it. Let me give you an example of my favorite, that is Abdul Kalam. I've always found him to be a truly dedicated scientist, and he has this immense bundle of knowledge, which he used to share with all the people of all the ages. Ask anybody, any commoner, and each one has a story and any contribution to tell about him. That's what he has earned. Even he's no longer with us, but we still feel he's with us. So all these audience here, and what I'm trying to tell is that your own personal talent, whichever your teachers are able to hone you, whatever your parents are able to guide you, will always make you reach your zenith. My experience was, I was telling you about my school time. I was, the learning which we got constantly. My teachers kept on seeing our affinity towards any subject which we had, which always gave me an edge. They saw the leadership quality, probably. That's why they made me into a student council. That's why, I can be, as a principal today, lead the entire school. I also did my honors, this thing, in symbiosis. I've just now recently done my MBA also in human course.
Thank you so much, Abadi, for your amazing contribution. And yes, with the inspiration coming from Kalam sir and a lot others, and leadership skills coming from the school, बहुत छोटी-छोटी चीजें होती हैं जिससे schools बहुत छोटी-छोटी skills बच्चों में दे देते हैं, and वो skills अब बहुत important हो गई because intelligence पे तो बहुत काम है, emotion intelligence पे थोड़ा कम है. So let's find more ways to do that. So we've now heard most of the speakers for today. I would now request both of our special speakers to take the next 60 seconds each and give us a concluding statement on what do they think on skills for the future and what do they think that the practitioners are facing, and if they have an innovative idea or a solution or a new practice or something that they can experiment with and improve the whole ecosystem around them. So over to Shantanu ji for the next 60 seconds.
How much time you said, Daksh?
Next 60 seconds. If you want to extend, you can extend it even, not a problem.
I had 6 seconds, so I got confused. I think I've already narrated in my 4-minute session that how I want twofold things in kids, and I'm trying with that my kid. One is how can he be a learner and explorer rather than just going to the facts. Facts will come by. The kind of active urban environment we are living in, facts are thrown on, like as you go out of the road, there are so many facts anyway thrown on you, right? Second thing, apart from a maths or a coding or the English or a language, can you also make a kid resilient? Can we also make him face this situation, right? One way can I artificially propose situation to him, but again, can from the stories that at least a cultural country like India, can he imbibe them, right? So I just say with the example I learned. So I take this example of golden deer, right? The golden deer that happens in the story of Ramayana. And I'd say beware of golden deers because golden deer was Marich, right? And a parent told me that yesterday she went to a bakery shop and she said this donut, it's a golden deer. It's looking, but there is a Marich inside. It's not very healthy for me. I'm better with my Indian nice vegetarian food. So I think that's the interesting part that a kid translated my golden deer example into every good looking food may not be the healthiest of the food, right? So I'm saying I want kids to become such conscious decision makers, right? We tried our son Abhiram to include in best, like even if you're buying a 50,000 rupees sofa, we include him in the decision making, right? And make sure that how can we cost optimize? Can he search this? Can he search the option? Can we go the shop? Can he talk to the shopkeeper? So it's his decision also. It's not only, okay, his toys he will buy and rest all we will decide. So I think that's why we are trying. If you can try to include your kids in not an artificial decision-making game, but in a final decision-making in your house that's happening from day to day. Yeah, thank you.
थैंक यू सो मच शांतनु जी, बड़ा अच्छा सा आपने स्टोरी बायस जो ह्यूमन ब्रेन पे बहुत अच्छे से काम करता है उसे हमें यूज करना चाहिए, बिकॉज स्टोरी टेलिंग ऐसी चीज है जो हमेशा हमारे साथ स्टे कर जाती है। एंड बच्चे को फाइनली घर की डिसीजन मेकिंग इन्वॉल्व करना, फाइनेंशियल नॉलेज उसे देना, फाइनेंशियल लिटरेसी देना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। और वो जो आप हर रोजमर्रा की उससे डिसीजन मेकिंग करवा रहे होंगे, उससे उसकी क्वालिटी ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग, एक्सप्लोरेशन, उसकी क्रिएटिविटी, क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग सब कुछ एक साथ बढ़ेगा और आपको अलग से पढ़ाने का एफर्ट नहीं लेना होगा। So thank you so much Shantanu ji for adding that amazing perspective to it. Let me now invite Harshit ji for the next 60 seconds for your concluding thoughts.
Yeah. Now I have only 60 seconds, and I would just like to conclude that first of all the congratulations for all the speakers that you guys have spoken, and I just want to include that what Vasudha ma'am has said about the innovation and creativity. First of all, congratulations ma'am, you have got national awards for the main congratulations. And what is striking my mind about her idea about the innovation and creativity, and it just bilateral to Shantanu sir ideas as well, कि क्रिएटिविटी भी वैसा ताकि स्टूडेंट के दिमाग पर ऐसा काम हो कि एक कल्चरल वे में भी आदमी एथिकल वे में भी जाते रहे. So innovation should start with from an educational institute, from a school, and then it should be transformed into children's, right? Because बच्चे आकर सीख रहे हैं स्कूल्स में, तो जब तक स्कूल्स अच्छे से ट्रांसफॉर्म नहीं होगा इनोवेशंस के, it would be very hard task कि स्टूडेंट्स को भी ट्रांसफॉर्म कर सके हम लोग उस लेवल पर. So I would just like to conclude, yes, now is the time to let's transform the educational institutes, and then उसी पर ही फिर हम लोग स्टूडेंट्स को भी ट्रांसफॉर्म, ताकि उन लोग का भी स्किल सेट, स्किल लेवल एक अलग लेवल पर जाए. एंड एज योर टॉपिक वाज फॉर स्किल फॉर द फ्यूचर, एवरी स्किल, अगर जो भी बच्चे स्किल सीखना चाह रहे हैं, वो अब तो नया एनईपी भी जो अब आ गया, इससे एनईपी के बदौलत अब बहुत सारे कुछ भी बहुत सारे स्किल सेट बच्चे सीख सकते हैं. तो अब स्कूल के ऊपर भी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बढ़ जाती है उसको सिखाने, बच्चों को सिखाने के लिए. सो एट द एंड द बॉल इज इन द कोर्ट ऑफ स्कूल्स एंड, ये स्कूल के पास में अब बॉल है, अब उन्हें ही सिक्सर मारनी है, अब उन्हें ही ट्रांसफॉर्म करके स्टूडेंट्स को ट्रांसफॉर्म करें. So that's what I like to conclude, and thank you all, and that's from my side.
Thank you so much Harshit ji. And before this call comes to an end, just some food for thought. अभी हम लोगों ने इतना एक टिपिकली बहुत ही ड्रास्टिक वाला चेंज अपने आसपास की पूरी सोसाइटी में देखा, और हमें बहुत सारी हमारी आदतें, बहुत सारी हमारी सोचने का तरीका, हमारी डिसीजन मेकिंग में बहुत सारे चेंजेस आ गए. हम लोग एक नॉलेज ड्रिवन इकोनॉमी की तरफ जा रहे थे और एकदम से हम हमारे बेसिक्स पर हमें वापस धक्का दे दिया गया, बिकॉज एज अ नेशन वी लॉस्ट अ लॉट इन द इकोनॉमी. बट ये है कि हाँ, हेल्थ में हम लोग सेफ्टी ढूंढ रहे थे लेकिन वो भी हमें नहीं मिली, तो हम बहुत ज्यादा एट लॉस आ गए. एंड व्हेन वी आर एट लॉस, दिस इज द परफेक्ट टाइम व्हेन यू नीड टू इनोवेट. इसी समय पे सॉल्यूशंस ढूंढने हैं, इसी समय पे अगले स्टेप लेने हैं. सो आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट एवरीबडी हु इज देयर ऑन द कॉल, स्टार्ट बिल्डिंग अ हैबिट ऑफ राइटिंग एन ऑब्जर्वेशन पेपर एवरी सिंगल इवनिंग. और स्पेशली द स्कूल लीडर्स, क्योंकि आप रोजाना करीबन 1-1.5 हजार बच्चों को ऑब्जर्व कर रहे होते हैं, एंड अभी आप जो ऑब्जर्व करेंगे वो कभी कोई और ऑब्जर्व नहीं कर पाएगा. और शायद फ्यूचर जनरेशन आपसे पूछ रही होंगी, जब आपने कुछ नहीं करना था तब आप क्या कर रहे थे. बिकॉज वॉट यू ऑब्जर्व राइट नाउ, एंड इफ यू राइट दैट डाउन, वो बहुत मेजर नॉलेज बैंक बनेगा इन द कमिंग टाइम. एंड हमें एक चीज समझनी होगी, with a lot of collaboration coming in, जो सारा ओनस है वो टीचर पे आ गया है, भले ही वो एनईपी हो, भले ही वो स्कूल प्रिंसिपल हो, भले ही वो कोई भी हो. और अगर आप इंडिया में टीचर रिक्रूटमेंट देखेंगे तो हम लोग बॉटम ऑफ द पिरामिड रिक्रूट कर रहे होते हैं, तो उसे बदलना होगा. स्कूल एज अ सेटअप हैज टू नाउ चेंज, बिकॉज द वे वी अंडरस्टैंड द स्कूल, द डेफिनेशन ऑफ इट, द वर्किंग मॉडल ऑफ इट, ऑल दीज थिंग्स हैव नाउ ऑलरेडी बीन ऑब्लिटरेटेड. बिकॉज अब जो आप इंस्टीट्यूशन खोलने जा रहे हैं उसे एक पूरी नई डेफिनेशन चाहिए होगी, क्योंकि बच्चे कम होंगे, डिस्टेंसिंग बहुत सारी होगी, टीचर का एक्सप्रेशन दिखेगा नहीं, जेस्चर काम नहीं करेगा. और अगर आप ऑनलाइन क्लास में हैं तो सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज, इसी प्लेटफॉर्म पर एक बिहेवियरल साइंटिस्ट ने बताया था कि अभी लेटेस्ट एक रिसर्च का आउटकम ये था कि एक बच्चा जो ऐसे स्क्रीन पर देखकर कुछ सीखने की कोशिश कर रहा होता है, उसका अटेंशन स्पैन केवल 8 सेकेंड्स का होता है. ऑन एवरी 9th सेकेंड ही इज डे ड्रीमिंग. तो क्या आप इतना एंगेजिंग कंटेंट दे रहे हैं कि वो आपको सुनता रहे? एंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट, जब आप किसी स्क्रीन को देखते हैं तो आप बचपन से प्रोग्राम है कि उस स्क्रीन पर एक सेलिब्रिटी दिखेगा, और बच्चे को एक टीचर दिख रहा होता है. तो क्या हमारे टीचर्स इतने स्किल्ड या इतने तैयार हैं कि हम उन बच्चों को उस लेवल पे एंगेज कर पाए? नाउ द फ्यूचर एक्चुअली लाइज और द जॉयस्टिक ऑफ लर्निंग इज विद द स्टूडेंट. अब आप कंट्रोल में नहीं हैं, वो कंट्रोल में है. So when he is controlling, at least build a good sense into him. आपको अब नॉलेज के एक्चुअल मीनिंग पे जाना होगा. जो नॉलेज वर्ड है वो दो शब्दों से बनता है, नोइंग और दूसरा लेज, which simply translates into knowing your ledge. आप कहाँ खड़े हैं वो समझना, या simply wisdom. और वो आप कैसे पढ़ाएंगे is the biggest question. So I hope you'll find more solutions to it. Thank you so much for being a part of the Blub World Web Talk 87th edition. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, and if you want to attend the future sessions, you can open your audio, say a big yes, and thank you so much for attending.
Yes, sure.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes,
Thank you,
definitely.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
so
Daksh.
much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, people. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome. Take care.
Yes.